Yeah. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to NOA React. Speaking as your co-host Tyler, I'm here with the Brody Trey.
What's good, guys?
And today we are reacting to apparently this barbershop won't let women into the shop. Is that correct?
Yeah. So the gist of the story is this is Barbershop. It's men only. Only guys can show up. If you bring your kids there, you're a mom. You gotta stand outside. You can't go inside. Yeah. It's a whole thing. People are saying it's messed up to ladies because it's like inequality, this, that, or the other. Frankly, y'all can kind of see for yourselves once we get into the video.
Facts. Before we start, like, follow, subscribe, all that fun shit.
Yeah, for real.
Please show us some type of support. Comment in the comment sections if you disagree with us, if you agree with us, any type of videos that you want to see, let us know.
True.
Show us a little bit of love, and let's get into it.
A controversial Unley barber is doubling down on a move to give women the chop from his shop. He's applying for an exemption under the Equal Opportunity Act to legalise his ban on mums and partners.
It's the Barbershop that calls itself the last male sanctuary.
There are a few places where
This is the dude.
men feel
like
like
black,
it's a place.
I don't know. I just feel like it's a very black thing to do, bro.
What, to exclude women?
Yeah, no, just like I don't know. I just maybe not to exclude women, but just how like, because this to me personally, this seems like dramatic to like really just, especially like bro. Because also, like, imagine put yourself in the shoes, like, bro. Imagine if you have a wife, you're busy, you're like, all right, so can you take our son to get a haircut?
Yeah.
You tell me your wife can't even like step foot
Inside the shop.
What if it's raining outside? She got to stand outside.
Well, I think they do have like the.
Bro, I still feel like you know what I'm saying.
I do think that covers.
And also, like, what if your son is like? It's different if like our age, well, maybe not middle school, but like. At least maybe middle school, high school, 12. Okay, fine. He could probably go in there and hold his own.
Yeah.
But you got a 6-year-old kid about to get a haircut where he's just supposed to be in there by himself.
Don't they usually have like the kids sit in the parents' lap sometimes and have them?
Depending on how little they are, but yeah. But if not, like if I have a 6-year-old, I don't trust. First of all, they're kids. I don't trust him around nobody, men or women, like just alone.
True.
So what? You supposed to just be in there?
The fact that it's like an open pane window and you can kind of see inside doesn't change your mind with that.
Nah, so
because it's not like it's like closed off, like you can't see home.
Nah, but I still think that's fucked up. Because what if now I also think it's like the elements? What if it's cold and it's snowing outside and I should have got to be outside? Like that's fat.
At that point, just bring him to a different barber. That's literally your only other option.
Oh, that literally
you're better off just doing that because
my homie said it's the last male sanctuary.
They don't have anywhere else that you can do this.
Well, where is this at? This
is in Australia, I believe.
Damn,
the Aussies from down under.
Now I see why they're white. Honestly,
bro, there's black people in Australia.
Yeah,
bro.
but not much. Actually, I don't know. I don't know about that.
They might be the minority. I think they're a minority everywhere but Africa, frankly.
For them.
Men's haircuts are Robert Ferranti's specialty, but he says his shop offers much more than that.
There's definitely always been a need for a men's barbershop, a place where men can come and hang out and shoot the breeze and feel comfortable in their environment.
After 9 years in business, he's determined to keep it that way. So he's applied for an exemption under the Equal Opportunity Act to lawfully ban women from entering his shop. His decision to formalise the hardline stance was prompted by a complaint from a mum. Furious she wasn't allowed to come in with her son.
If guys want to hang out by themselves, they can hang out by themselves, but the fact that women aren't allowed in there is a bit kind of ridiculous.
If they want to have a male-only area, I think that's up to them and their business. They might lose some business over it, but I think you get female-only gyms and male-only gyms.
Regardless of...
And that was my thought process on it too, right? I'm like, listen, I think in the past, we used to have so many spaces where it was female only, male only, and of course, places where both genders could like come together. Now it really does feel like we don't have many male only spaces. So I can truly understand and I respect the fact that it's his business. So he can let any patrons in that he wants to. But I truly do kind of understand because like there really ain't much places where you can kind of go and it just be the guys. And from what I have heard, because I've done a little bit of research on this, because I'm like, there's no way they would allow this to happen. But I have heard that a big reason as to why he's doing this is because he used to allow them to come in, but they kept complaining because like the guys were just going to be themselves.
Okay,
that's the type of place it was. you know. But the ladies were complaining they weren't comfortable with this, that, the other. And he's like, "Oh, well, then just leave." I didn't want to do that, of course. And now he's just trying to like just get them out all together. Because why keep having these complaints?
Why keep dealing with these complaints?
Essentially, and I can understand. And of course, you're gonna lose business, but there are plenty of other barbershops they can go to.
That is, I'd say that is true, and I can understand exactly where you're coming from, because true, we don't have many like male only places, but there are like female only places and stuff like that. I guess how I also thought about it was,
the dude said like the female only gyms and shit.
I guess how I thought about it was, one, I thought about as if like my wife had to take my kid to and as like a husband or whatever. And obviously this is Australia, so I don't think niggas be getting snow and stuff like that.
Yeah, no.
But like,
definitely,
I would just imagine. It would just be unfortunate. Like, if I had a little son, I couldn't take him to get a haircut, so I needed my wife to, and because of that, she had to like stand outside in the cold or in the elements, and just watch. I think that's a little like obsessive. Also, as a man who's been to many barbershops, how on a regular though, how many females really come into barbershops? Now, I've only been to as most men
do salons.
They
more do salons.
Exactly. And as most men, we kind of stick with the same barber. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like I've been to a plethora of barbershops. But the ones I have, I don't see women in there anyway. And it's typically a mother coming in with her kid. Yeah. They do whatever they gotta do, and then shorty's out. So I also kind of thought to myself, how many women are you coming to your barbershop? There's also, as they showed, it's not a salon. It's not like it's half salon, half. That's different. Then you would see much more women.
It's just a straight barbershop.
So that's why I also thought, yeah, you might be getting complaints, and it might be very unfortunate. But on a mass scale, how many women are coming to your shop a day?
It might be a little bit excessive to just do a full-on ban.
I think that's what I mean. Like a ban
towards getting actual legislation.
Like you're trying to get this. You're trying to take this shit legal. Like you're really trying to. And I guess that's kind of how my thought process is. It's just, it's a barbershop, a male barbershop, and typically for the men out there, you guys really know, there ain't really many women in the barbershop regardless.
No. But I guess at the end of the day, it really only takes those one or two that do show up, make a complaint, and then it's like, all right, well, now I got to deal with this.
But I guess who would they complain to?
The manager, him. Apparently he's having enough times to where he's like, "Yo, get out."
He's just tired of hearing it.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, I guess
it's kind of like it only takes one to mess it up for everybody else.
That is true.
You get a bad enough complaint,
but I guess because
causes enough of a scene to where you're just like, all together, I just don't want to deal with this problem because I'm going to treat men. I want men to feel a specific way when they're kind of coming into this place. They be able to talk candidly, however they want to talk. Whether you like it or not. And they might not like that.
I guess I mean, listen, you can do what you want. I think putting a ban on all females, I think that's kind of like obsessive. I think if anything, just put up signs saying like, listen, we are going to talk, like basically, listen, we are going to carry ourselves in a certain way. If you don't like it, it is what it is, and make a sign. And because it's not like this is a McDonald's or something like that. Like this is just like it's just your local. So worst come to worst, if someone come and complain to you, you're the owner. So it's like, all right, but like I know it's annoying, but at the same time, it's like it's not. Now they could be spreading rumors or shit, but if they're mainly just coming to you, the owner, and complaining, just be like, all right, well, this is the sign. If you don't like it,
you can leave.
You do not have to come back to my establishment.
You can just get off the premises
and just call it like that. But to like ban all women, I think it's like obsessive.
Yeah, I can understand where you're coming from.
Whether the application is successful or not, Mr. Ferranti says he has no plans to change his blokes-only policy. 7 News also wanted to know if the ban extends to transgender and non-binary
I thought this shit was funny, bro.
But it seems that isn't as clear-cut.
I've never been asked that question, so I wouldn't know the answer straight away.
Jasmine Turley,
he was honest, though.
7 News.
Yeah,
he was honest. Yeah, I'm not really sure what she would do in a situation like that. If I'm a woman that identifies as a man, she gonna be like, "Hey, I can't come in and use the shop," But
he's like, "Yo, I'll cross that bridge when I get there."
I think it's important for us to have separate spaces of genders where men can go into their own space and be themselves to the fullest. women can kind of go into their spaces and be themselves to the fullest. I've seen situations where young men who might not have a barber shop around them have gone to their local what's like the female version?
Salon?
Exactly. Salon. And they were treated some type of way because they were male. They're like, well, we're kind of here for the ladies. And listen, I completely understand that because, like, you're not going to talk the same if a man's around with your ladies.
Of course.
Compared to when you're just not there. And I get that. Which is why I think we should, of course, still be allowed to be together. But at the same time, each gender is different. So we should still be allowed to have things separately from each other. You know? I think that's one thing that kind of made us have little communities to ourselves in a way.
Yeah.
That was quite powerful. And I also think that's a good way for us men to be able to build friendships with other men that are kind of around us.
Without a doubt.
You know? I was at the gym today and I saw something real cool. A dude was like benching 4 plates. And there was like a whole bunch of guys around him kind of hyping him up and all that stuff. You really don't be seeing that at gyms these days because it's just so in a way toxic because, and I don't want to fully put the blame on the ladies, but because of the gym situation that we kind of have now, wherein they call you gym creeps for looking at them and this, that, the other, it's a lot of guys have completely given up on the gym.
I'll say this though, because I 100% believe that fully, and the reason why is because of my father. And my father has been working out. I mean, he's a 60-year-old man. He has been working out literally before, like what probably says he was like my age in the gym.
Yeah.
And I actually believe a lot of that is just, some of it just has to do with the gym now trying to cater to everybody because that's how they make the most money. Back in the day, my dad used to say there were people literally walking around the gym with no shirt on. Everyone's Jack Diesel, even the women.
Yeah.
Even the women Jack Diesel, like everybody.
Yeah. So it was catered to more fitness people.
It was catered a lot to like bodybuilders people. And he's saying now a lot of it is catered toward just
being healthy,
everybody.
Just being in shape.
So like, because not everybody's going to be Jack Diesel.
No,
but it's trying to cater. And some of it definitely has to go for the women. But also if you look at the men, there's a lot of men now who aren't even like, who just go to the gym, and see a lot of men come on the gym, go on the elliptical for 20 minutes and leave. Yeah, so it's a whole. Even my dad was like, "Yo, they're even scared to grunt." He was like, "Bro, you used to come to the gym. Everyone's grunting. They're dropping weights. Now you see signs. Don't drop the weights. Don't yell. The fucking Planet Fitness has a lunk alarm.
Oh yeah.
So if you scream, bro, that shit goes off. Me and my dad have worked out in Planet Fitness and have employees come up and be like, "Yeah, like you got to stop grunting." My dad's like, "Fuck,
that's ridiculous."
But some of it, yes, I do believe has to do with women. But in terms of the gym, I actually believe a decent amount of it
has to just do with the gyms themselves.
And yes, and a lot of it has to do with money. Because think about it like this: how much more money are you going to get if you cater to everybody?
A lot more.
Yeah. You cater to everybody, and you make everybody happy. Because there's also a lot of men who are intimidated by men who are huge.
True.
So a lot of like, all right, we see you 4 plates. I'm like, all right, nigga, like, good for you.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'm not intimidated. It's just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But there are some men out there who see that and like,
they might be intimidated
by it. So some of it, I do believe it's women, but I think a decent amount of it too is just money wise.
I think you were correct in saying that it's a decent amount of it is money wise, and it kind of goes. If you you can't cater to everybody, and if you try to cater to everybody, you'll end up collapsing the system in on itself. Which a lot of gyms are kind of realizing that now with the whole recording thing, where they were allowing people to record. I heard somewhere like 65% of gyms have lost a decent chunk of their male audience to where the guys are just going to getting home gyms now. Because like I don't want to be recorded and put up online just because I'm looking at somebody. You know?
Hey, that's the part that's foul. That's the part that's foul.
Yeah. But if you guys agree, let us know in the comments. If you disagree, of course, let us know. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, guys. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.